and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a swatching video. If you've not seen my recent haul, I'll put a link up in the corner if you haven't. But basically I bought these alcohol markers that may or may not have been influenced by the snazzy packaging, but there you go. But yes, this is a 60 set of alcohol markers, and the brand is Touchmark, though I think on Amazon, where I bought them from, Amazon UK, they did have a different like seller's name, but obviously Touchmark is what it's all about. And they also, with the same purchase, gave me a notepad, which is supposed to be good for markers, even though it feels like kind of normal paper, but it does say ink absorption, so we'll test that as well. But basically we're going to be doing a swatching of these 60 set of markers, which are branded as the animation set. So there are a few sets of 60 in this range, and they have, you know, like the interiors, so the cooler colours and things like that. So I'll leave links to everything in the description below. Now I'm not going to do anything fancy. They did give us this little leaflet inside, which has a mini swatch chart, so I'm just going to use that. The numbers aren't complete because the whole set I think is 168, and as I say, this is only a 60 set, so not all the numbers are there. It hops about, but this chart does match up with the set that is with. So we'll do the things, and then we'll probably just do a couple of small little tests just to try out this paper, basically. Yeah, so let's get started. Now I'll just mention, I have already mentioned the outside packaging. So this is like, let me have a sniff actually. No, it's kind of leathery. I think it might be leather. And it's got obviously the printed markers design on the thing. The back is blank, but it's got a handle on the top, zip. But I will also mention as well, I'll slide this out because this is a really nice feature. So they do come inside these little plastic plastic cases, which keeps them upright. Let me just put that back in. Fortunately it was only two. I thought I had my finger over that, but clearly not. So what this does is it ensures that even when you take out some markers from the case, they do still stand upright. Oh, I'll just mention this as well. It did come with like a pigment liner and also a white gel pen in this set as well. So yeah, I'll put them to one side. And yeah, so that's the inside of the case as well. I think what I'll do is, because I can separate them and it gives us a bit more space, I will take out and just swatch them from this little plastic thingy. And I shall remove the notepads because we'll test that at the end. Okay, I will leave that top up, and then you can see as well what number we are on. Fold this back as well. Right, should I zoom you in a little bit as well? There we go. Okay. So, they do have names. Wine Red is number 1. Oh, let me just go into it as well. They've got a bullet nib, and we also have a chisel tip as well. I'm not a fan of chisel tips, so I'll be using the bullet every time. So does that fit in the end? Yes, it does, but it's a bit wobbly. But it's enough that it doesn't fall off, so that's the main thing. So this is number 1. That is Wine Red. Oh, Wine Red. Yeah, not too bad, matching the cap. Close enough. And this is, I keep looking on the side for some reason, I don't know why, the name isn't there, the name is on the cap. So this is Rose Red, which is marker number 3. Yeah, so the caps are coming in like a little bit, not darker exactly, but a little bit more muted, but generally seem accurate, and those two at least seemed quite juicy. That's the test. I've never used this particular brand of marker before. Oh, that's a bit squeaky. And so I have no idea whether they are, you know, it can be a bit hit and miss with markers. Like sometimes you get a set that lasts for ages, and then sometimes, like, yeah, they're half dry. But the caps do seem quite tightly fitting, so that's a good sign, because usually when they dry out too fast it's because they've got rubbish caps. So that is Vivid Pink, and it certainly is. Okay, number 7. So this is, oh, I like the name of this one as well. This is Cosmos. As I say, this is the animation set, what they call the animation set. So we have nice warm colours, lots of pinks and peaches, the purples. Yeah, so I like this set. What's this? Pale pink. Oh, a bit squeaky though. This paper is quite smooth. So not a lot of difference between that. What was I saying? So yeah, so do you know, I can't even remember what I was going to say. So let's just forget I was saying anything and get back to the swatching. It might come back to me later. Right, so number 10. So that is Deep Red. When it came, they weren't all in order. I had to fix that. I had to have it nice and tidy. Okay, so this is Scarlet. Another red, sorry, let me put the tip there. Another red that's not as vibrant. And now we have Vermilion. Orangey red. Number 16, which is Coral Pink. Next we have Pastel Pink, number 17. And that's actually quite a bright pink. Not sure if I'd call that pastel, but they do, and that's what counts. So now we have 18, Peach. Oh, squeaky. Oh, so look at me. Don't even know how to put a lid on. We have a Terracotta 21. I've just noticed that I've got all of these, oh, that's a juicy one. But it's gone down a bit strange. But I did notice that I've got all these, seem to be, not all of them are chisel bullet nib down, so they may, and they've been stored upright, so it might be that they've got some ink flowing problems. But that is, you can see how wet that is. I think you can see it shining, and there's a little pattern where the nib has gone through the ink, so maybe that's over inked. Right, French Vermilion. Orange. Oh, that's a very pale orange. That's almost like a, and it feels juicy, so I don't think it's running out of ink. That's just, I'll match it against the cap. But that's a really pale orange, almost like a pastel orange. Quite nice though. It's nice to, usually the oranges are all really bright, which is nice enough, except they're all really bright. And it's nice to have one that isn't like an in your face. Right, Marigold 24. So that's another orange, but a very yellowy based one. That's quite nice as well. 28, Fruit Pink. Oh, that's super pale. Probably could be used as a flesh tone. Fruit Pink. We've got Dark Yellow. True to its word. Almost a mustard yellow. The cap is fairly close match. Now we have a lemon yellow, so this should hopefully be a lot brighter. It is brighter, but it's also quite pale. Again, some nice soft tones. I guess that's because it is the animation set. Yeah, some nice pastels, which is great because there aren't a lot of, that was cream. There aren't a lot of the bog standard ones that have good pastels. You know, I'm talking about, I have quite a large Sharpie collection. There aren't, for example, many pastel Sharpies. So this is Bronze Green. That's a nice green, that. I'm just noticing though, that terracotta still is shiny. Shall I see? That's actually sticky. So something, can you hear that? Sticky. That must be something wrong with the ink. Maybe, hopefully just the way it's laid, you know, while it's been stored, and it's all got a bit separated or something. Right, 43, because all the rest seem fine. 43, and that's Deep Olive Green. And we have Vivid Green. And this one is Grass Green. That cap was tight. So a decent amount of greens in this set, for sure. Be good for doing florals. So this is Yellow Green. You know I like my florals. Number 50, Forest Green. Oop, that's a chisel. And that was Turquoise Green. I like that one. That's a nice green. That, the cap's a bit darker, but yeah. I do enjoy a good swatching. I don't know what it is about it. Mint Green. I just find it quite therapeutic. So I like swatching. I like watching swatching. I don't mind re-swatching, you name it. Right, so this is Peacock Green. And then last from this tray is Marine Blue. So yeah, this is them all. Whoop. This is them all roughly in order as well. Okay, let's do the next set. '63 is cerulean blue. I think that's how you say it. '67 is pastel blue. Then we have turquoise blue. Prussian blue. Royal blue. Then we go into the purple, so we've got ultramarine. Nice thing about this little card is I can keep it with the set, fit in the bag. 75 dark blue light. Which makes it an easy ref, means I don't have to pull out my, you know, if I'm looking in advance, I'll look in my swatch book, but if I'm doing something sort of spontaneous, I've got it in the little bag as well. Sky blue. Pastel violet. That doesn't look that different from pastel pink, to be honest. But that's alright, I use pink a lot, so. This is vivid purple. Oh, and it is. Oh, I like that. That's a nice vibrant pink purple. Right, 89, pale purple. '94, brick brown. Oh, it's a nice warm brown. Rose beige. Bronze. That's interesting. Let's see what that is. Okay, so that's nice brown. It's got the green undertones, yellow, greeny undertones. Quite nice. I don't think I've got that colour in any marker before. So this is yellow ochre. That's a funny brown again. Well, that does look more brown than yellow, but it's got that. Looks a bit shiny again, still like that terracotta did. We'll see at the end if that does the same stickiness. Right. This is just says brown. It's a sort of sandy colour, dark sandy with a. Oh, I can't call it sandy because the next one's called sand. Okay, 107. Sand. That could be used as a skin tone. Flesh white. Wow, that's super pale. I like that though. That's almost Doesn't get, I mean, it's very similar to that, but it is a bit pinkier, but it's also a bit lighter. Right, green bice. Oh, another super pale one. I like this. I think like these pale colours. I mean, look at that. Can you see it? Like you can, well, you can hardly see. That is super pale. And as I say, when I did the others, they are juicy. This isn't the alcohol marker running out of ink. This is the colour. Very interesting to have such pale tones. Might not be the best for actual colouring. I can see how it's good for, you know, an artist who might actually be doing cartoony, you know, caricatures and things like that. Okay, so that's the blue-grey. But, you know, I actually use my alcohol markers mostly for basing. So this is blue-grey. Oh, hang on. 138. Did I skip a bit? 131. I did, didn't I? Everything's numbered, and I still managed to cock it up. Okay, so this should be, so green bice should be there, blue grey should be there. So we'll just do the swap. This is going to be 135. Squeaky, smooth paper. Yeah, so that's pale Cheng pink, whatever that is. And then we've got another pink, 138. So this is light pink. Wow, all super pale. I mean, you can see the difference. I mean, I'm not sure if the camera is picking them up because it is quite subtle. That's a kind of peachier pink than that one. That's like a tan. That's like a super pale pink. That's a peachy pink, and that's more of a pastel pink, baby pink almost, but slightly lighter. Yeah, super pale colours. Okay, are we back on track? BG5, so blue grey. Wow, how did I mess that up? How hard can it be? The answer is apparently very hard. Right, BG7. And we will put that in here. That's a nice steely grey. Right, green grey. CG3. Super pale again. See that? Hints of green. Right, so this is cool grey. Cool grey 9. Only the one cool grey, and now we're on to the warm greys. So we've got 3 warm greys. This is warm grey 3. Warm grey 6. Warm grey 9. And then we get to the black. And there we go. Just bring that up. Move that out of the way with. So yeah, those are the colours. Lots of, especially these ones down here, super pale pastel colours. I like them. I like them a lot, but it's gonna, you know, there's a lot of subtlety in a picture, but I can definitely see the use, even if it might be a sort of you know, limited use. The only odd one is that, well, that's not sticky anymore, so maybe it just took a really long time to dry. That one is a bit sticky as well. That was the other one that I mentioned. So possibly a problem with the browns, or maybe just the way, it could just be coincidence, the way, and they've been stored that way up and there's a bit too much ink in it maybe, and it's over inked the nib, and it's been sitting on the paper. So yeah, shall we do some swatches in the book? Yeah. Alrighty, so I've got everything back in the case now because, as I say, to be honest, this case, lame as it sounds, was quite a big factor in me getting drawn to this set. So yeah, back in the case. I've got the swatches here in case you're interested. That's how it's bled through, which is to say it hasn't bled through that much, but it does say a lot for how glossy this paper is. The ink did kind of sit on top. So yeah, I will leave the, I'll lay this out here. I'll stand them up. I'll stand them up so you can see the caps. And then I won't bother having the swatch out. We'll test these fine liners and the gel pen. To be honest, all these and this was extras. I only cared about the markers in the bag basically. I didn't even know about the plastic case when I bought them, so that was a nice bonus. So do you know what, we'll tear the paper out in case it bleeds through, and I don't want to, ruin the whole notepad. But we'll just do a handful of colours. I will get the swatch back actually. We'll have that sitting there. And we'll try some. I don't think they're going to blend, but let's just see. We'll take the rose red and we'll take the Cosmos, and we'll just try out some. So out of curiosity, let's see how it bleeds. So yeah, that does bleed like normal paper does. And we'll just do this one. Honestly, it doesn't look like these are going to be the blendable type. So yeah, they are basically for sketching. We'll just give that a minute to dry. It might not be too bad, so let's try another one while we wait for that to dry. We'll try, let's have one of these darker blues going into one of the lighter blues. Let's do something quite extreme, so we'll do 67 and 69. Okay. Let me just turn it over so that you don't have the pattern showing through the paper as well. They don't blend, I don't think. That one's drying not too bad. I guess for these level of, at least, type of markers, I mean, I don't think the little, the marketing stuff that was sitting on the Amazon webpage, when they have their pictures and stuff, they was doing all sketching and things like that, which kind of implied they blended a bit, perhaps on proper marker paper. This, as I say, this doesn't seem like marker paper. It's not very smooth. It just feels like fairly normal paper, I mean, but just of a decent, well, not even that thick. I've had colouring books with more oomph to them than that. And let's just try something else though. So we'll try, let's try dark yellow into, let's try one of these dodgy ones. 101 yellow ochre. Let's try it on the chisel nip just in case. We'll just compare to see if... So you can see a difference in colour there just from the tip and the chisel. So yeah, I think we're just talking, because they've not been stored on their side, I think they've just been a bit oversaturated into the nib. So yeah, when I store them, I store them flat like that, and then there should be an equal amount of ink flowing to both ends of the pen. That one didn't blend too bad. Okay, so we've established that the paper is nothing to write home about. They do blend to a degree, not too bad, but they are just bullet nibs. So yeah, I think really, oh no, we was going to try it, let's just try it out. Wouldn't be a video if I didn't have a police car going past. Right, so we'll have the Touch Mark pigment liner. So this is an 02, so we'll just yeah, that's nice and inky, nice and smooth. There we go. So that's fine. They always come in useful for putting back in key lines. I don't really do a lot of drawing, but when I do, they come in handy. Let's just try this gel pen. Okay, that's an odd one. So that kind of fades out. It doesn't, it's not absorbing the alcohol marker, because that would be really weird if it did. It's just like when it's out, it comes straight out. Oh, I don't know actually, that is, yeah, no, it does, it pulls up the colour, the pigment from the alcohol marker. That's odd. Okay, so I mean, that might work better over pencil, we shall see, but I don't think that's going to go down in history as being one of the best white gel pens on earth. But yeah, the pigment's good, the pigment liner I mean, and I'm quite happy with the alcohol markers. I like the colours, they seem juicy. A couple are over juicy, but hopefully, as I say, storing them properly will hopefully fix that. Yeah, and I'll just zip that up and we can take another look at the lovely packaging. So I will leave links below, only on Amazon UK though, and also I did look for Amazon USA and I could not find these sets. I mean, the Touch Mark might be there, but not the ones that's in this bag. Now, I googled and I did find these alcohol markers on AliExpress, and so I will link the AliExpress version because their regular prices matched the Amazon price, the normal price, but they had, whilst on Amazon they had the 20, the 40, the 60 and the 168 set of this, but as I say, there are multiple sets of 60 pens. And they're only available on AliExpress, which is where I found out this was called the animation set, because there was like 2 or 3 other 60 sets. So if you're interested in particular colours that you might be short of in your, because you know we all have our favourite colours and we all burn through them faster than the rest of our pens, you might be able to find a sort of small set to boost your existing set with colours that you prefer. So yeah, I hope you found this, I'd be upset that I ruin the cover, but I don't really care. I hope you found this review and swatching useful. If you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up because that really helps the channel. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. If you're not subscribed, hit the button. If you touch the bell, you'll get notifications of any time I upload new videos. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Take care and see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.